What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the first inaugural episode, No Pad, No Pencil presents Confession Sunday. And my first conception, it's going to be a long season for the Ravens. What you got? Oh, what's your confession, baby? It ain't got to be football or sports-wise. What it is, babe?
I mean, my confession.
Hold on, see.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. My confession is, I don't know, man. Bachelor, trying to nail as many women as I can.
my man. That's a good confession. Let me see. We got see someone phone. What's your confession about this game, babe?
My confession is the team is the same team as we had last year, man.
It look like we watched the same old thing. Lack of pass rush and lack of discipline on offense and defense, man. Now all stem from coaching. But I got my man Al, I got Deacon Al in here. What's your confession, baby? What your confession Sunday is?
I feel like my confession is, man, I feel like we should have played them in the preseason.
Played starters?
Yeah, we should have played some of them starters in the preseason.
Okay.
Excellent point.
But I made a controversial statement. Me and O made a podcast 2 years ago. Do y'all think training camp is needed though? And it looked like it was needed today, boy.
Absolutely, I feel like it is because that's how your players gel, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how they come together. That's how they build that camaraderie, yo. You just can't start no army and think you're gonna win a war. You know what I mean?
and my thing is, it's like training camp. You know, it's like a how can I say this? It's like a catch-22. It's needed if you have a young team, okay? It's needed if you have a young team, and it's needed if you have guys that's not used to playing with each other, okay? But if it's just say if you got a good veteran core, okay, like give an example, like the early 2000s Ravens didn't need really a training camp, man. I mean, I was bear witness to that. I mean, them guys, not that they practiced, but I mean, all the reps was given to us in practice. You know what I'm saying? Goose and at Sam and those guys didn't practice. I mean, they practiced, but all the practice reps went to us because, you know, them guys been in the league at that time 9, 10 plus years. The core was together. The core was strong. But I get this. But if you have a young team or a team that's not used to being around each other, they just brought in guys, you know, and to Al's point, yeah, that camaraderie is needed. You know, they got to gel.
And especially when you got a new offensive coordinator, man. When you got to play in preseason.
Big
at
fact,
least
bro.
Absolutely.
That's big fact. I was saying that all preseason. That's the thing that kind of pissed me off more than anything. It was like play at least like two go rounds. Let it go around twice. You know what I'm saying? The just so you can gel, because it's different when it's in game compared to practice.
See what you about to say.
I was saying I don't agree, man. If you're talking training camp, you need training camp. You know what I'm saying? Like practice. I mean, it's a team sport. You need practice, right? Y'all got to be able to gel together, right? Now, preseason games, I don't agree that you need veterans to have to play preseason games, because it's a game is a game is a game. You can play preseason games during training camp.
That's up in the air, though. That's up in the air, bro. But see, listen, I understand where you coming from with that, right? But on that same token, it's not like they've been playing together for years. This is a whole new squad. They gotta build the camaraderie first. You get what I'm saying? You gotta build that camaraderie first. That's just my take on it, because it don't matter how many years you played in the league if y'all never played with each other. It's different.
Excellent point. Like, did the St. Louis Rams back in the greatest show on turf, after a while, they really didn't need preseason games or training camp because the core was together. Warner, Akeem, Hope, Bruce, Falk, they were all together. The core, the offensive line, Pace, and those guys, they were all together. Versus a team that was just compiled over the offseason. Let's just say, okay, it's 11 on offense. Let's just say if you sign 6 free agents, including draft guys, if more than half your offense were either drafted or either brought in free agency as starters, then they need preseason. Then they need practice because they got to get the system down. They got to be on the same page. And then they got to, and the preseason game is needed because, bullets are flying. You got to, you know what I'm saying, know what to do under duress. You know what I'm saying, knowing that the communication is out there. And, and that's the biggest thing as far as like the NFL and any professional sports. The communication has to be, you know what I'm saying, lock and loaded. You know what I'm saying? It has to be locked in with communication because lapse in communication, this is why you have a lot of these breakdowns in the games, man. Because if guys not on the same page, you know what I'm saying, the center don't know, you know what I'm saying, to pick up that mic, you know what I'm saying, versus that guard might have to pick up that mic backer. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're not around each other, if they're not spending that time on the field, if they not used to being around each other, then that could be a problem.
That also reminds me of the Rich Young Redskins. Remember, we say this is the greatest team ever assembled with all the free agents, and they didn't gel.
Oh my God! Well, see,
hey man, remember that. Y'all acting like they don't be on the practice field together playing. Like you talking about games and talking about gelling, and they spend a whole month together. Some when they got what you call the practice before mini camp. Bro, they just spent almost 2 months together playing football with each other on the field. They got enough time to gel. You know what I'm saying? But if you asking the question of do certain players need a preseason game? Yes. New people, young people need preseason games. If you're talking about people who the team need training camp, hell yeah, they need training camp. But my thing is, with this game, right? You talking about the team don't look like it gelled, and I agree. The offense didn't look like it gelled, right? But a lot of that got to do with the fact that it makes me, I can say a lot to do with the fact, it makes me then have to start to question, have they just not been gelling in practice? You see what I'm saying?
I get your point. I get your point.
This is not different from the real live game, other than the simple fact that it's a real live game.
I get your point.
Practice.
Hey, let on go, baby. You've been burning.
I get your point. I get your point. But practice is practice when you practice against the same person every day. Okay? This is why the preseason game, you're going up against somebody else that you never seen before. Okay? You're going up against listen, if I'm a defensive lineman, when I play defensive lineman, if I'm going up against the same guard every day, okay, let's just say, for instance, when I was with the Carolina Panthers, if I'm going against, you know what I'm saying, Geno James every day, how am I going to prepare to go up against Larry Allen? You know what I'm saying? But I know everything Geno going to do. I know as far as Geno's tendencies, I know everything about Geno. So it's easy to succeed against somebody I'm seeing every day versus somebody I'm only going to see that one time per week, you know what I'm saying, that I got to prepare for. Now, here's the thing about that. Let's just say if you got an all-pro quarterback. That's why y'all have
combination practices.
That's what I'm saying. But see, here's the thing. Let's just say
you bring in other teams.
Why he not listening to the motherfucker that played the game?
You just signed an all-pro center. Okay? If that quarterback and that center never spent time with each other, then preseason and practices is needed because that center quarterback exchange is way more important. First of all, the quarterback got to get the ball, and that quarterback the center got to know how the quarterback want it. The quarterback got to know how the center like to snap. That relationship got to build. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they've been together for 5 years and they got it down, then guess what? That center and quarterback really don't have to. It's not needed for them to do preseason and training camp because they spent a whole lot of time together. They got a lot of games under their belt together.
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
That's awesome.
Chemistry. That's the key word to it. Chemistry.
People going against a different scheme. So you can practice all you want. If you got somebody specifically game planning for your weaknesses, you can practice all you want. You ain't going to have an answer for
it. Right.
Right. I mean, you practice what you think their scheme is going to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's hard to do, but that's hard to do with a first-year coach and you ain't got no film on them. Ain't no film on the first-year coach.
Who was just talking?
What's that?
Who was just talking?
That was me.
No, before that.
That was
Somebody
all.
was
That was
explaining,
all.
talking
That was
about.
all. That was all.
Oh, what's up, big bro? I can't see nobody. Not, I hold the
Oh, what up? What up? What up?
Nobody for real.
I see my man Jimmy
I
here.
agree
Big
with
Terrence,
what
what
you're
up?
saying, and it's kind of in a way we saying the same exact thing. You know what I mean? Look, if you got history together, a long history together, right? Practice playing in the preseason games, it ain't really meaning much because y'all know what you're doing. Y'all synergy is already there. But for the new guys, need that preseason game to build up that synergy. When you got a team, like you said, Tay, that just brought in a new offensive coordinator, yes, it's going to take time. I'm not calling nobody like this team is doomed, right? It happens, bro. They got to create that synergy. But in regard to needing training camp in a situation like this, hell yeah, you need training camp. Does it make me question what was happening in training camp? If they were having miscues and stuff like that, probably was having a lot of miscues because those miscues from training camp wasn't, probably it was causing that translation into what we've seen today, dropping of balls and just little silly shit. But that ain't going to happen. I don't think that's going to play out through the rest of this season. Of course, it's going to get better, but now I have my eye on how much better does it get.
Okay.
Right? How long do we linger in where we are? And that's really where I'm at.
All right, I got to get Terrence confessing. What's your concerns, baby? You've been waiting patiently, man.
Who, me?
Yeah,
you talking to me? You talking to me?
Y'all on the high out there. What's your confession with Detroit?
What up, fellas?
What up?
My confession is, how about them Detroit Lions?
You know what's crazy? I knew you was gonna come with that. I knew you was gonna come with it too. I already knew.
Boy, his whole and no childhood life. This ain't some shit like
Yeah.
Hey, I've been waiting years to say some shit like this.
Jimmy, what up, homie?
Hold on,
Jimmy, what up, though?
Let me get Jimmy
What
out
up,
the way.
though?
Let me get Jimmy out the way. Jimmy and surgery. Jimmy, tell us what's your confession, baby. What's your confession,
Bears
baby?
finna win this motherfucker 31-27.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I seen your post, Jimmy.
31-27. I'm stamping it.
How you feeling though?
How you feeling, G?
Hey man, I'm up in here until at least Thursday, man. I had 2 surgeries in the week, man. Hey, ain't nothing to it to do it. I'm still hanging in there though. You know how I go.
Hell yeah.
You get well,
no
baby.
doubt.
Get well.
Get well soon, man.
How y'all brothers feeling, man? How y'all brothers feeling?
Man, look, if you put it like this, G, if you doing well, we doing well. Hey, you standing strong, what the fuck we got to complain about?
Shit.
Correct, though. Correct.
Send that again.
In there, man.
Hey,
I
Jimmy,
can't
what's your
hear
football
shit
sins,
now.
man? Confess them football sins.
Hey, Frank, what's your football? What's your confession, y'all? Man,
Hey, sit that back, Tay. I can't hear shit.
I'm on. My confession is this team is sloppy. That's my confession right there. And my confession is I curse in church because they're sloppy. And me look like a heathen while
Hey, Fresh, you done cussed out the pool?
Now I said, what the hell? My pastor, everybody look at me because they had the game in the sanctuary on the screen. They got like 4 screens together at once.
Oh, come on, you know better. You know better than that, Fresh. You know better than watching that game in church, man. Come on.
Hey,
wrong.
The co-pastor of Ravens fan, and then the pastor is the Ravens. I mean, he's the Eagles and Lions fan because he's from Detroit.
Oh, man,
so that game started at 4:30. They watching now, but I gotta get home.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew better. I should have just went home and watched it.
Yep.
I should have just went home.
Hey, but it's the same Ravens every year.
If they went long, I would win off.
It's the same Ravens every year. I It's like this, yo. What do we expect by now, yo? What do the coach is the common denominator in all this?
They've been playing good first games, though. They've been playing good first games instead of this year. It was another team who got mollywopped.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man.
Mollywopped, son.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. They just gave the Brinks truck to Lamar Jackson. Okay? And if it looks like this in the first, continue to look like this, I guarantee you by week 5, it's gonna be some changes made. It's gonna be some furniture moving. Okay? And it ain't gonna be the quarterback.
Perfect, because the coach got 2 years left on his contract. He got to go.
Hey, they don't have no problem writing out big checks and say, here, man, good riddance, kick rocks. Because we gave this dude
just like Lamar saved this job, Lamar can also make him lose it.
He can. And guess what? I'm gonna say this too. Who's to say Lamar might tank it to get him out of there?
That's big, yo.
We're on the topic. Who gonna go first? Harbaugh or Lamar? Because the way this offense look, Harbaugh got to go. He got 2 years left on his contract. He got to go.
Listen, last year, man. I mean, that's the most exciting thing about this season, man. This is Harbaugh's last year.
Yeah, it's contract time. Either you're gonna renegotiate or he got to go. Or he's coming back.
You heard it here first.
Hey, you've been trying to get that man gone for 2 years.
No.
They've been trying to get that man gone for 2 years.
Listen, I'm gonna put y'all like this. I'm about to make a prediction right now, September 10th, 2023. No matter what, unless they win a Super Bowl, Harbaugh is gone this year. He's out. They listen, because you got to understand something. It's been a rift between him and management over Lamar Jackson. Okay? You got to understand. See, I'm going to tell you what this story is similar to. Remember back in the Titans,
for $100.
Jeff Fisher didn't want Vince Young, but the owner wanted Vince Young. Okay? So Jeff Fisher was sabotaging a lot of plays for Vince Young. Okay? So y'all got to understand, win, lose, or draw, Harbaugh is out this year. Harbaugh is out.
I can see that, though. I can see that.
Man. That's the way it looks.
Yeah, he's out. He's out. And if it continues, go ahead.
What fell off the trail?
The way this offense looks, and you got a brand new offensive coordinator, even though it's the first game, he got to go. Somebody in the background, yo.
Oh yeah, I mean because
somebody in the background talking loud.
Well, see, what you got to understand is, man, is that they gonna cut ties because they just gave this kid a whole bunch of money, and like I said, he's young, and it's not like Lamar Jackson got another 15 years ahead of him, okay? And Harbaugh was already, he's falling out of favor with the organization. Yeah, you got Harbaugh loyalists in Baltimore, but he's falling out of favor with that organization. That organization is ready to put his resources behind Jackson. They're ready to put the future behind Jackson. And right now, I guarantee you, the owner and everybody in the front office is like, hey, Lamar, who do you got in mind that's going to supersede Harbaugh once he's gone? They're asking him that right now. They've been asking him that.
It's Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl or bust.
It's coming.
Yeah.
It may not be right now. And what O said may not be right now at this moment, but that's coming. Bro.
Yeah.
I promise you what, they come out next week and barely win or lose that game against the Bengals. That conversation won't get to start.
No, see, they're gonna give him a pass.
Did y'all see what happened to the Bengals today?
No, you can't.
You can't. The excuse is there. The excuse is there.
It's not there. It's not there. It's not there.
I've been preaching to y'all. It's what I've been preaching to y'all for the last 5 years. This man only hired family and family friends. But he got to build in the scoops. But he has to build in the scoops.
That ain't no excuse no more. You out of nepotism high. You done.
Yeah.
They don't.
I mean, the excuses is running thin now. They definitely
Red.
running thin.
And you already
And
know
it's always
companies.
the same excuse.
Let's
It's always the
forget
same excuse, though.
If you see
let's
that
forget the
bad,
NFL for a second. You already know.
red zone play calling. Did you see that? That shit was atrocious, bro.
Yo, nothing has changed with a new offense coordinator. They're not stretching the field. Now, you play defense. If you know I'm only going 5 to 10 yard passes, you're going to sit back and don't let the boys, you're going to call plays only like 5 yards.
That Tecmo Bowl last playbook.
I mean, to be honest with you, if I know you dinking and dunking, I'm gonna run. Guess what? I'm gonna run a whole bunch of zone blitzes at you.
And that's what DeMarco Russ did today.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Tecmo Bowl, right?
Real shit. That's exactly what it was.
Right. I mean, hey, look, remember how Tecmo Bowl used to work? Call the same play you play, hit that. Look at this joystick.
Blitz.
Yeah.
And they automatically blitz.
Man, you used to hide the joystick because you ain't want them to look at what you call it.
Hey, you hit X on that dive play, the nigga.
Oh, crazy, yo.
That's how I used to be.
Yeah, I remember. That's exactly what it was, though.
And think about this. How is it any different? How is it any different when these coaches be hiding that play call sheet doing this? Because he don't want to see no communication. Like Tecmo Bowl, we used to put a blanket over that joystick. I don't want you to see nothing.
Real talk.
But the thing of it is, man, when you so predictable, it's gonna. Hey, man, it's easy pickings.
But it's been like that for the last few years.
Yeah,
the last few years it's just been so predictable. That's why
I know. Hey, Tay, I know who y'all need is y'all coach. I know who y'all need.
Who's that?
Y'all need our offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson.
Man,
Ben Johnson for the Lions.
Oh, yeah. Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson is a bad man. And the weapons he
definitely is,
we
bro.
got, and imagine what they got in Baltimore, man. He'll open the shit out of that offense.
Yo, the passing schemes was vanilla as fuck today. Yo, it was the same. It was like I was watching the same Ravens for the last 5 years. With a different coach, yo. That's how you know the head coach got to go. He the common denominator and all this.
Yeah,
right?
because I'm gonna tell you what that dynamic remind me of. Now, what Jackson got drafted? What 19, 18?
18. It was like 2017, 2018.
Now think about this. It's been a power struggle. Ever since that kid has been drafted, it's been a power struggle between him and Harbaugh. Okay, like. Harbaugh never wanted Joe Flacco to go, okay? But that organization was already done with Joe Flacco. Like, when they brought in Jackson, it was already a power struggle. Now they didn't gave Jackson all that money and a league MVP later. Harbaugh, it's inevitable. Like, man, dude, he on his way out the door. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man. Like, and if it continue like this by week 5.
When they played.
I'm just saying,
when don't they paid Lamar, they gave him the franchise.
Yeah, they gave him the franchise. Think about this. And if it continue to be like this, don't be surprised if y'all see an interim head coach by week 5. I'm just telling y'all, man. Like, they already gave that kid the keys to that franchise. Once that kid won league MVP, no, forget rookie of the year. You got a league MVP. Meaning at one point in time, this was the league's best player. Okay, he's already proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that he's the man. So he making Harbaugh look like an idiot. He making Harbaugh look like
the media too passive. They're too passive, y'all. It ain't
listen. It don't matter to media. It don't matter about Almighty Dollar and who putting them asses in them seats. They don't come to see Harbaugh.
That makes sense too. That makes sense.
They come to see Lamar play. They don't see it. Listen, they ain't putting 80,000 asses in them seats to see that man coach. They came to see that kid play.
This fan base used to winning ugly games like this. As long as they win it, they don't care.
Hey, peak game, y'all. Peak game. I just got a call from Stevie Wonder. He told me he didn't like how that play calling was looking. Barack Obama also texted me. He said it's time for a change. So I mean,
it is, man. Like, this power struggle has been going on for too long, and it's starting to cause a bad rift within that organization, man. And you don't want no cancer to get so spreaded. Because think about this: despite how much you can win, but when you have a rift in your organization, It's only a matter of time before it fall apart, man. Look at the Bulls. Look at the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? And then you talking about a young Ravens team that's looking to get there post Ray Lewis era. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
they trying to already rebuild and trying to salvage, like, hey, man, we still relevant. Then you got to think, how long is Pittsburgh going to stay irrelevant? Okay? Cleveland is on its way up on the rise. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and so the North right now is up for grabs. And Baltimore is like...
Ocean said Cleveland on their rise.
I got a question for y'all.
I hate to say, I admit that. I'm just saying.
It's a little bit off topic.
Personnel or nothing like that.
Cleveland been on the wise for years, though.
Okay,
They can't never get no players to stay.
Well, don't nobody like
Go ahead,
Tom.
Odell even said that Cleveland wasn't a place for him. And he was the one that said that he don't care playing anywhere. As soon as he got to Baltimore, he said Cleveland wasn't a place for him. But at the same time, Odell's a party dude. He's next door to DC. So I mean, that's a better marker for him than him being in Cleveland. It's nothing in Cleveland. I'd rather be in Detroit.
Hey, listen, I'm born and raised in
Hold
Cleveland.
on. Don't say that about my city. My city got a lot to do in my city.
I think that was only a bad time for him to say that.
Stop with the cap shit. Stop with the cap.
Hey, I'm just saying, it's just like at the end of the day, the North is up for grabs, man, and they better seize the moment, because you best believe the Rooney family in Pittsburgh is not gonna stay irrelevant long, man. Okay, Pittsburgh right now they drafting. They're gonna get free agency. So whoever, rather if you Baltimore, Cleveland, or Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, or Cincinnati, somebody within that North better seize the moment while Pittsburgh is down right now.
Yeah, Pittsburgh got smoked today. And shit, the Bengals got smoked today. Did you see
The North is up for grabs.
Man, I'm gonna say.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, fellas. Let me get the confession, baby. Let me get the confession.
I know it might be an unpopular opinion. I'm just now but I gotta be 100 with y'all, yo. If we're gonna be critical of Mahomes and all that shit, I gotta be critical of my dog Lamar. He did not play good today, yo. He did not play good today, man. He had some good moments, but he looked rusty to me. And after you just got that contract, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I want to see him a little more serious on that sidelines, man.
Right.
It was rough to see that today.
But
like he threw the first pick.
Hey, listen to this. Do you think it was because they didn't gel together?
No, I don't think it was a chemistry thing. I don't know if it was because Lamar he ain't played in a real live game so long, or
that part too.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but I just know this is the wide receiver room he was cool with going into the season. This is the offensive coordinator he was cool with going into the season, and then to see him back up Bateman. I'm not a big Bateman fan, but to see him back Bateman up by saying that's wide receiver one. If I'm seeing OBJ get double mostly all game, Bateman, you should be the main one catching all the balls. I ain't see Bateman doing nothing. He had a few passes, but
Lamar biggest problem is he don't check down, y'all. He don't check down. He hold on the ball way too long and don't check down.
Yeah. Right. Because his next option be for checking down. His next option is running.
Oh man, yeah, and that was the first couple things I seen when the game first started. I'm like, come on, bro, like what the fuck, like, come on, Lamar, you gotta have
that first interception because that first interception was a combination of leading Zay, and also Zay got pushed out of position, so it was the right read. He got pushed out of position. So the corner did what he's supposed to.
I ain't giving him no pass.
That type of throw, Zay would do with a player.
I can see that.
And he holds on to the ball too long.
I'm gonna ask.
Our line sucks. Let's just keep it real. That line's trash.
But the line trash, but it's all come down to decision making. He shouldn't have done it.
But see, here's the thing, though, fellas. I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question. Y'all from Baltimore. I'm gonna ask y'all a serious question. First, I'm gonna make a statement. Where every athletic quarterback, as far as from like Vic to Mahomes to all these athletic quarterbacks. Okay, let's look at the current Mahomes, and you had Vic. What was the common denominator? They had a nice tight end as a security blanket. Even Cam Newton with Greg Olsen. Okay, my question is, who's the Ravens tight end, and where's the development?
Mark Andrews, he's hurt today though.
Okay, now here's the thing: when you got a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, you want to have a nice tight end to be his security blanket when all else goes bad. Keep the chains moving. You think about it. What keeps Mahomes' confidence going, what keeps the chains moving is Kelsey. Okay? If you look at Vic, he had Aldrich Crumpler. Okay? When you look at Cam Newton, he had Greg Olsen. When you have these athletic quarterbacks, you kind of need that tight end to open up that field a little bit, to pretty much put a lot of emphasis on the middle of that field so you can open up when you know what I'm saying, on the outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna bottle him up. Because this is me as a defensive player, as I'm scheming. If I know you ain't got a good tight end, okay, well, we can shut the outside down, and we can focus and key in right on the middle, that middle zone where you like to run, and we can shut all that down. Okay, because we know, okay, we're gonna double Odell. Yeah, we can double Odell and then leave this other dude on the other side, man. Forget him. He ain't got no security blanket in the middle of the field. So guess what? If there's no other threat, well, okay, we can spy on him all day.
Right.
Then the offensive coordinator called up another scheme today. He didn't stretch the field at all. Everybody talking about Zay Flowers had a good game. There was hits. There was 10 5-yard hits.
Yeah. Well,
so he
that's why you got to have a good,
like handoffs.
You got to have a good tight end. If you look at, just think about it, because this is who the Ravens kind of remind me of, or they have the potential to be. If you look at Kansas City, look how many times Kelsey has bailed out Mahomes. Bailed him out. Right. Okay? Broken routes. Same with Vic and Crumpler. Break down Vic and Crumpler. Some of y'all do your homework. Mm-hmm. And I played against Vic twice a year. Crumpler used to bail himself out all the time, man.
Algie was nice.
Right. Yeah, Algie was nice.
So you kind of need that tight end that could pretty much he could pretty much, man, stretch that middle of that field and at the same time be that security blanket for a guy like Lamar. And my thing is, Baltimore kind of need that. So if you get that guy in the middle of the field, then that can free up Odell and you can get your money's worth out of him.
Right.
It's gonna be a long...
But you could tell the difference today. You could tell the difference today when Raiders though Mark Andrews wasn't there. They didn't even really hit Likely with the ball at all.
Yeah, Likely was barely in the game. He tried to get to Kohler, and Kohler dropped one pass, and I honestly thought that was Andrews. And I was like, I mean, it's typical Andrews, so I ain't think nothing of it. Then I seen the number, I was like, oh shit, that's Kohler. I ain't see him pass no more to him the rest of the night. So I'm like,
for what? For what? That was right there. That was right in the bread basket. That was right in the bread basket, baby. You know what I mean?
I want to hear a confession from you. How many total shots you took, man, in your playing career?
What's that?
How many total shots you took?
Cortisone?
Yeah, cortisone. What they call it, toradol? How to get the pain away?
I mean, they got different names of them. To be honest with you, I was to be honest with you, I was only supposed to take one, but I never took it, so I never took any.
Okay, you one of the lucky ones.
Because I'm gonna tell you a story, because I had to start a game against Oakland down here in Carolina, and in pregame I broke my hand.
Oh shit!
So cortisone, you got to get that shot at least 2 hours to an hour before kickoff. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get it like right before kickoff, man, it take that thing, and while you just pounding it take all day for it to kick in. So I couldn't take the cortisone shot because I didn't know how my hand was gonna function. Because remember what happened with Jerome Bettis? When he took it hit a wrong nerve, that whole body went like almost limp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is, I couldn't take the cortisone shot, man. I had to drink like 3 Red Bulls and a Viking. And then I couldn't even put a cast on it because league rules, you got to get that cleared 3 days by the league rules. So couldn't even put a cast on. I just had to heavily take that bad boy, 2 Vikings, and about 3 Red Bulls.
So no, what kind of game? Was it still a stellar game?
Oh, yeah, because I'm gonna put you like this. Because once you get injured and you know you down like one wheel, you put so much emphasis on the rest of your body. And then you already in that zone, that adrenaline pumping, you really don't even feel the pain.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are, like I said, you already know one part of your body is just like, man, it's useless. I mean, unless you got like a broken leg, that's one thing. But I had a broken hand. I'm like, okay, I still got one hand, one arm, and I still got 2 feet and stuff like that. And I can still use my hand to a degree, okay. But it was just like, okay, I'm already full of adrenaline. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm pumped up off of that. I'm putting a lot of emphasis on the rest of my body that's going to compensate for my right hand. So it got me through. But I ain't going to lie to you, after the game, boy, it was hurting like a son of a gun, man. Like, it was throbbing like Jim Brown's toe, and I'm going to get you, sucker.
Oh, man. I remember that.
You went 46 weeks playing like that with a broken hand?
Yeah. I mean, dude, hey, listen, pressure, man. When I was a backup. When you know you got 5,000 people that they can sign any day now to replace you, hey, get your ass out there.
Yeah, you was hungry.
Tomorrow ain't promised.
Yeah.
What's the worst injury you was on the field for?
You said the worst injury?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you like this, man. Now I told you the broken hand. I'm gonna tell you the worst injury I had. I had a high ankle sprain.
Okay.
A high ankle sprain. A high ankle sprain. Is it equivalent? You might as well break your ankle. You in so much pain, and you limit it. You know what I'm saying? Again, witness that. I'm gonna tell you something. Confession. Make another confession. Shanahan's Broncos linemen, them was some dirty motherfuckers, man. Dirty. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, and that's how I got my ankle sprain. Like, they posted and chopped my ass, man. Like, they running the zone one way, so I'm engaged with one lineman. One dude fell. He rolled on my left ankle, got a high ankle sprain. And again, we were so riddled with injuries that year, I had to play that whole entire game with a high ankle sprain. And dude, I'm telling you, anybody that ever had a high ankle sprain, they know you can barely walk on that thing, man. Like,
so they hit you down low.
Oh my God! Like, dude, it's like almost like a broken ankle at that point, man.
Thanks. Yeah.
Already having to play in Mile High where it's hard to breathe.
Hard to breathe
up there. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we was limited. Starters was out, so wasn't no many reserves. I couldn't call in because I'm gonna tell you what the thing is about Mile High. It's not the one thing that you can breathe. You can't breathe in that thick air. I mean, that altitude, your lungs burns, man. You know what I'm saying? So you just out there, and it wasn't really nobody that could sub in for me. Wasn't none of this. When you see players do this, that means come sub me in. Didn't have nobody to sub in for me. Had to thug it out, man.
That's thugging. Oh.
I tried. I tried.
Hey.
Got any questions?
So yeah, I got some questions for you. Like I told Hazel earlier, I had some questions for you. So I want to know, is the NFL like the NFL games are somewhat scripted?
Nah, I mean, I'm gonna put it to you like this, man. And I know what people like to believe, but give me the Patriots fans that's screaming that the NFL is scripted. It's always you think about it. It's always the fan of a losing team that's always saying it's scripted. But I never heard a 49ers fan in the 80s saying it was scripted. I never heard, a Cowboys fan in the 90s talking about it scripted. And I don't hear a Patriots fan talking about it scripted. Hell, give me you know how hard it is to choreograph, you know what I'm saying? Certain things that goes into a week of prep. It's hard enough alone to prep for practice. You know what I'm saying? To prep for that week. Imagine, okay, you're gonna do this. It's not like the WWE were like, you're gonna do this at this point of the match. You know what I'm saying? Going over the
Right.
details. Nah, it's not like, hey man, in the third quarter with 3:42, you're gonna be on the 30-yard line, you're gonna miss the kick, you're gonna go into the upright, miss the kick. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's not scripted, but I'll make this though. I'll say this. You do have people that point shake. Now that's the real thing. You know what I'm saying? That's been a part of sports since, you know what I'm saying, the mob got involved as far as gambling, but
Right.
I wouldn't say scripted like, nah, it's hard because it's not
I'm
like
just asking a question because you might know him, Anton Lake.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah, that's my people.
Tell Antoine said what's up. We and him used to work out together. He's from
Okay,
Annapolis, right?
yeah, they're my people. He's still in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta right now. He's still in Atlanta.
Oh, that's my dog.
And I just found out last year. I told Hazel Lamar's my cousin.
Okay.
But my grandmother from Pompano. So my people, my grandfather's funeral last year. One of my cousins said like, "Yo, his mom is Arab peoples." I was just like, "Man, don't be playing with me like that. I'm serious."
Oh wow.
So it was all right. But then I've been asking a couple more of my cousins to find out for real because I don't like telling people some stuff that ain't 100%.
I mean,
because you got people that just try to jump on someone's coattail just because. I ain't that type of dude.
No, I understand that, man. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man, me and Big Lake, man, me and Lake go way back, man. That's my dog, man.
I'll send my message. That's what's up.
It's crazy being black because we're like, damn, we all know each other. Do somebody.
Especially amongst black people.
Right.
Yo, them family trees be crazy, don't they?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like Big Meats right now. I got people from all over the world. I got Detroit. I got Texas. Carolina. This is crazy.
All over the globe, man. We here.
We everywhere.
You ain't getting rid of black folks.
And you know the roots run deep, baby. The roots run deep.
Damn right, they run deep.
Hey, I'm gonna take us to the Palmer's land because ain't nobody doing no crazy shit like that.
Hey, yo, we got a long season ahead, man. So what y'all think? What is looking like for y'all right now?
Man, honestly, my biggest thing right now from this whole game is the fact that JK is out again with a season-ending injury. And on
he's
both
done.
sides of it, on both sides of it, I don't understand JK doing what he did in the offseason because it led to this. But then at the same time, I see why he did that in the offseason because it led to this. And I'm just like what as a franchise, I feel like y'all owe him a bag now. Fuck, he even got hurt. Right. That shit is crazy. His career.
But that come with the job, bro. That come with the job.
This what you signed up for. It's a car wreck. It's a car wreck.
You don't get no
That's why
you don't get no GoFundMe for that. You know what I
mean? That's why the kids. That's why you know what, and that's why these kids ask for the money that they ask for, and that's why I applaud them when they get that money because an injury can happen just like that, man, and you could be done for the rest of your career. And see, the thing is, it's heartfelt to see. Because we playing against each other. The one thing we don't want to see is another one of us go down because he can't feed his family. You know what I'm saying? That's food off his table because we know the NFL is no guaranteed contracts. So that man get injured. That's why you see us always kneeling down. We praying for that brother, man. You like damn, man. Because that's the thing we thinking, man. This man got a family. This man got people he got to take care of. You know what I'm saying? So when I see a young man in the offseason, when he asking for that bread that he asking for and he get it, man, rather if I like him or not, I'm applauding. I'm like, man, get that money, man, because I know how hard it comes. I know it's hard to come by,
I got a confession for y'all, especially Deion Sanders is the most dangerous black man in America right now.
I concur.
That's a fact, bro.
I concur.
That is a fact.
I have smoked the lease on this bitch. I'm about to say why Deion is the most dangerous man. You know how many every time this man is on TV, he's recruiting.
Yes, indeed.
Every time he's on TV, he's recruiting.
Yes.
Every time. Motherfuckers these kids want to play for him.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got Nick Saban all in this motherfucking feelings. Do you agree, Big O?
I'll go agree.
Nick Saban.
Agree
All in his feelings because he knows.
Eddie single-handedly changing the culture. He's single-handedly changing the culture, bro.
Well,
they trying to take him down.
They can't.
Oh, they gonna try to find some bullshit on them. They gonna try to find a scandal on them. Watch.
That's why he keep his hands clean, though. That's why he keep his hands clean.
Man,
they can't go after him. Deion too popular.
They gonna try to go after their son.
Man, God got him. God got him. Deion gonna be all right.
He gonna be all right, man. And then on top of that, he got them white boosters up in Colorado behind him.
Yeah.
I was just telling somebody earlier. I was telling my man's earlier because he was like, man, I'm on a Colorado bandwagon.
I mean, Colorado. It was like a man
so he was like,
Colorado, the new HBCU.
But like, yeah, he said for real, he just co-op in Colorado. Colorado wasn't his first choice. Like far as people trying to get him, like he had big Power 5 schools. A lot of schools that you wouldn't think that they wanted Deion, the coach, was after him.
Was his first.
Right. He turned down some bigger schools. What happened is Colorado is vulnerable. They won one game last year.
Yeah.
Colorado has an excellent football program as far as equipment wise and facility wise. So, because if that was the case, why did he take 90% of his students from Jackson State to Colorado? Kept 10% of the Colorado players.
And just think about this for a second. Let me just think about this for a second. Y'all are here. A lot of us in here are parents. You got Deion Sanders in your living room. Your son is already like a dog wagging his tail, excited to go play for this man. Okay? He has the pedigree off the field, on the field. Okay? You can see the excitement in your kid's eyes as he's convincing you that Colorado's is the best choice for him. And think about this. I know it might go a little bit off the rail. Think about this for a second. You know why Colorado's going to be a good sale? Think about how these youngsters think. The weed is legal.
Yeah. They're going to have a good time. As soon as they get off the plane, they're going to have a good time.
Exactly. See, and that's the thing. But as far but the weed being aside, but you are playing for one of the most cultured individuals. You talking about, as far as on the football field, he was the inventor of that swag. Okay, dress good, look good. He gets the culture. There's no big
talk is talk and back it up.
Exactly, and I mean he got one of the coldest phrases out here. It's not, no, we ain't coming. We already here. You know, I mean,
and you know why he's a good enough role model? Kids can't bullshit him. He been there.
Yeah.
He been there.
He been there. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Been there, done it. He didn't.
They trying to get where he already was at.
Right.
Everything that they're trying to achieve, everything that they already trying to achieve, he already became.
Exactly.
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why me as a parent, my kids going straight to him. No questions asked.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna be taken care of.
But not only that, though.
My man just talked about that.
As parents, we already wooed. We already wooed off our feet because we watched that man play. We grew up with that man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So if our kid is wooed, how you think we feel?
Right.
Over the fucking moon.
Boy, you better go play for him.
Right. And see, Saban and them are mad because he knows these black parents are gonna go with that black man. Cause see, Deion is like a father. That's that's big bruh. Yep. Okay. That's okay, man. Let me come here, boy. Let me talk to you. See, them parents, y'all, especially us black fathers, we looking at, okay, man, he's staying with my brother for the next 4 years, 3 to 4 years. Yeah, he in good hands. You don't know if your black son is in good hands with this white man.
And guess what?
That's a fact.
And guess what? Deion's gonna call you if your son not up to par and gonna tell him like, look, if he don't get it right, I'm sending him back to you.
That's exactly what
And
happened with
he's not gonna hold any punches. A lot of those white coaches will blow smoke up their behind.
Yep.
I'm trying to be PG. I done already messed up today, so excuse me. So yeah, they know how I get down. But so they gonna send it to him, and they gonna be like, man, you better. It's just he gonna have their best interest, and he already tell them from the gate. Most of y'all not going to the NFL, but I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get the best education and you're gonna be taken care of.
Right,
And that's what even with with them contracts right now for college kids getting paid. You know what I'm saying? He gonna make sure them kids get paid too to have that jersey number. See, Jackson State didn't want to play ball because we are our own worst enemy. They pocket watching Deion. We are our own worst enemy. And if you went to an HBCU, you know that the administrators be embezzling money.
Man, let me tell you something.
You know, I went to Maryland Eastern Shore. I know the vice president. This dude had the houses every damn where.
Fam, I'm gonna put you like this: going into some of these administration offices of these HBCUs, man, you got 60, 70-year-old black women with blue hair. You know what I'm saying? Blonde hair. And then you can just look at him. I can just look at him and tell, I said, ma'am, about 30 years ago, I can tell you ruined a household or two. Okay? It looks like you messed up some marriages. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, come on. It's just like
Louis bag, nice Mercedes coupe.
Sassing the shit out of you. This woman, every bit of 60 years old, looking like Lil' Kim on a Crush on You video.
My thing is, this is once again prime example of treating what you had good bad. Deion brought them millions down there. How you not paid the dude that's bringing you millions and endorsements? Yeah, Walmart. I mean, how you mess that up?
Why? Because they wanted the credit. They wanted the credit.
When you get enough of us in there, a lot of us will mismanage that money.
They looking at him at outside. And what they did to Avery, the same thing they did to Avery, but Avery didn't help himself. He's too emotional.
Oh yeah.
And I know because I can get that way too.
And you can respect that though, because that's how he built.
That's how he is though. That's why Deion said, "Don't worry about it." He cried to Deion. Deion said, "Man, you gonna get your turn." Because Ed could have turned this situation around as him, but their character is different. Deion is more, I'm gonna wait it out and then I'm gonna strike. Ed Reed come in guns and blazing because that's how he is.
Now hear me out. He didn't need the job. Now, if I'm going down there and I'm giving these kids my all, you goddamn right I'm gonna be emotional, man.
And that's true. That's why I didn't see a problem with it. What got him in trouble, he exposed them. And it ain't like that.
Well, see, the problem was, like Ed and like Deion at these HBCUs, they just pretty much try to milk that golden goose for all it was worth before it left. You know what I'm saying? And see, my thing is, if I'm Jackson State or if I'm that HBCU that got Ed Reed, I'm meeting with these dudes and I'm saying, listen, I can't pay you what Colorado's paying you now, but I guarantee you, if you stick with me long enough, I'm going to manage. You tell me how we should manage these funds. See, the problem is you get these egomaniacal Negroes in these HBCUs.
Exactly.
And incompetent to start with. Okay, again, they took that money. All of a sudden, I can pay my Benz off. I can pay this house. My trick bill gonna get paid off this time. Now I can really live. You know what I'm saying?
Trick bill. Hey, it's a bill. Real talk.
Am I lying?
That's a bill. Running is a bill, bro. Dating is a bill, cuz.
That's a bill.
That's a bill.
Them Negroes had that trick bill down there, man.
They also niggas behind education and look down on dudes like, hey, because he got his money being an athlete.
But that's the thing though, Tavon. Like, they got Deion down there and them Negroes got in their feelings because Deion became bigger than the whole university and institution itself. And them Negroes got in their feelings. Man, F Deion. You got to think about that's that Dame Dash Jay-Z relationship. You got people pulling you over here. No, you the reason Rockefeller's the way it is. No, you got people pulling you from both sides. And then you got to that president should have just sat back, laid back in the cut, and let Deion grow that program inside and out from football.
Hey, that's the excellent analogy, bro, you just gave with that Jay-Z Rockefeller. Because you got to look at Dame like Jackson State. You got to look at Dame at Jackson State. Now, Leor was helped, did that, but at the same time, he got tired of split that money 3 ways. Dame was going and signing cats and making people executive members of the whole label and not consorting with them. So, and Dame still hold on to it. But Dame still on podcasts talking about it to this day.
Right. And that's
so now the more Dame speak, the more that I'm gonna have to agree with Hov.
Yeah, but that's the thing. From the beginning, you had too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. See, a lot of us don't want to play our role.
Fact. That's a fact.
We don't want to play our role. Okay, if I'm about the empowerment of my people, then listen. If we gonna form Voltron, hey, listen, I'll be the left leg. I ain't gotta be the head. If you want me to be the sword, I'll be the sword. I'm gonna play the role. What's wrong with being Dennis Rodman? What's wrong?
Dennis Rodman got a lot of money doing what he did.
Yeah, we don't want to do the ugly work. We don't want to be Oakley. We don't want to be Draymond. We always want to shoot the ball.
You know what it is? It's about the notoriety, yo. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It ain't about the money. It's about I did this. I did.
It's a credit, yo. It's a credit.
But you
Jay-Z
look more intelligent.
had a great line of Lost Ones. That nigga said,
think about this. You look more intelligent playing the cut. Look at Al Heyman and Mayweather. Al Heyman playing the cut. You Google Al Heyman, you only gonna see 2 photos of Al Heyman.
That's it.
Okay?
That's it.
Yeah.
The same thing should have been with that Jackson State president. Play the cut. You look more like a genius. You get more praise playing the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Look at the era we in, though. It's about notoriety, yo. People don't want money no more. They want the lights and notoriety.
Hey, yo, it's too many babies, yo. Not enough slims, yo.
You're right. Absolutely. And me, if I'm that president, hey man, how I'm gonna outshine Prime? How I'm gonna outshine that man? Nobody knew who I was before Prime came down here. If anything,
what do I want it for?
Right. If anything, I'm more nervous because I'm like, damn man, Prime gonna bring all this light down here. I'm gonna be on my P's and Q's on how I run things because now you got a big worldwide spotlight.
Listen, and it takes a special type of person to stand in front of that crowd, man.
No,
and take them insults, take them comments, take all that backlash, take that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody not built for that.
It ain't. But it's bigger than that though, because the money Deion was bringing in, they had to open up them books, and where all this money gone?
And that's when they realized. You got a side chick across town that you've been, you know what I'm saying?
And you got to think, some of them people been in power 30, 20 years. They know how to finagle the old system. But with Deion bringing in, he bringing in new money that got to be accounted for because white folks they got their own.
Deion said, where his money at?
Facts, Tavon. Facts. Big facts.
That's
right.
And that's why I said that. That's why I said that, Tavon. That's why I said he's ushering in a new culture.
Yep.
Deion said, "Work on money."
We got the comment. We got the comment, y'all. We got a comment. Tavon Perkins said, "I think HBCUs is about to make a come up just off the sheer fact that Trump gave all that money and Biden just left affirmative action get revoked." Yeah, that's a politics side, but a lot of them presidents ain't going nowhere. They know the money's coming in. No money.
But the side of the fact with that's the thing, though, man. You know, Trump gave the money and Biden took it away. But see, if you look at some of the student body in them HBCUs, you got immigrants going to HBCUs now. You know what I'm saying? So
and getting NAACP scholarships.
Thank you.
Right.
So, I mean, the thing of it is it really was supposed to be for us, like, because, you know, rich white philanthropists made HBCUs to keep us from coming to these universities up north. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta look at it like this. Us black people are no longer the gatekeepers no more. We gave up our power. We don't know who we are anymore.
We gave our culture away.
What you say? Oh?
We gave the culture away. We gave our culture away.
Exactly.
You know,
for free.
Everybody know how to play us. We are for sale. Because you know why?
Yeah.
They don't teach us financial literacy. And I had a conversation with D yesterday about financial literacy. They're giving away free money, but they don't teach the system into school.
They don't.
That's our main problem. That's the biggest thing us black people is missing in the world: financial literacy.
No,
See,
but that came from the miseducation, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
from day one. From day one, it was the miseducation because it wasn't meant for us to get that kind of education on it. It was meant to box you in.
Right.
It ain't teaching you nothing about worldly shit, like everything that's going to go on in the world, everyday problems that you deal with. None of that.
Right.
They don't teach you about none of that shit.
When we was in school, they taught us how to be the laborers. Y'all go get the job. Y'all live a prosperous life. No, that's not living. I ain't fucking living, man.
They taught you industrial slave.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose.
Yeah. That's what they taught niggas, how to be a slave in the industrial world. They taught you how to be a slave.
Hey, but I got something on that though.
They ain't teach us how to do taxes. They ain't teach us how to not only do taxes and what to do with money and how you go about paying your bills and shit. They ain't do none of that. That's why the public schools the way it is.
Right.
No, but you can't even say the way it is. Call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a failure.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
It's a failure. It's a failure within itself because most of that shit that you learned in school, how much of that shit helped you as growing as being an adult?
Nothing. No.
I mean,
I can't.
Real talk.
I mean, no. One of the biggest scams they sold on us was just like we all have to go to college.
Yeah,
that was the biggest scam that they sold to black people is that we all got to go to college to finish college to get a part of the American dream. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at these white boys, Mark Zuckerberg didn't finish college. Donald Trump didn't finish college. Hell, Warren Buffett didn't even go to college, I don't think. Matter of fact, Dave Thomas, the owner of Wendy's, he dropped out of high school. Okay? But the thing of it is...
But they fail to tell us. The American dream is greed and
it's
destruction.
A myth.
It's greed and destruction.
George Carlin said it best. The owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream. You gotta be asleep to believe.
Asleep to believe it, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is, and I was telling my old lady this the other day, because she was talking about how she want her son to go to college and get a degree. I said, listen, him getting a degree is one thing, but whatever field that he chooses to work in, he better start making inroads to whoever control his destiny. You know what I'm saying? Fuck a damn degree. He need to go to college and learn and network with the right people in the field that he's pursuing.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, again, he went to the Wharton School of Business in Pennsylvania. He was making inroads the whole time with the movers and shakers, learning who to talk to. Mark Zuckerberg, when he was at Harvard, he went to Bill Gates. Okay, and was like, look, I got this social media thing that's about to be called Facebook, and I need some capital to get started. Bill Gates, invested in Mark Zuckerberg, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why Microsoft and Facebook were going hand in hand with all this data leak because they had a silent connection that people didn't know. You gotta look for those silent links.
He gave him capital to get started, but meanwhile, we're brainwashed to believe, go to college, get your degree. We celebrating Jamal or Keisha that got their 4-year degree, but then guess what? You $100,000 in debt, and you got about to start a job that's barely paying you over 40.
I
You know
know
what
a
I'm saying?
chick,
And that's if you could get a
veterinarian,
job.
$500,000 in debt. She a veterinarian.
But here's the kicker in that. They get a job they get a job for something they didn't even go to school for. So why did they go to
Yep.
school?
Hey, I ain't go to school to work for the government. I went to school for hospital. That's what I've been doing last 6 years.
Right. I'm just saying
Yeah,
it's
baby.
like, but see, and I was telling my old lady, I said, listen, I said, why don't you have him learn a skill set or a trade? I said, right now, it's a world shortage on mechanics and welders. You know how
Hey
much
man,
they
y'all,
pay
I'm a
mechanics and
plumber, man.
welders?
You
A
speaking
lot of
facts,
money.
man. I'm a
You know what
plumber,
I'm
man. You
saying?
speaking facts, bro.
Like coding,
Mhm.
IT. I mean, they don't, but see, the thing is, they go to school and get these bullshit ass degrees. Then you go to school for sociology.
Hey,
Like,
but they look down on blue collar job working with your hands. It ain't sexy, it ain't appealing. They look
It
down
ain't
on jobs like
fast. It
that.
ain't fast. It ain't
well, guess
fast,
what?
man.
Well, guess what? I know some jokers right now with a 4-year degree. They ain't got no car. They living at home with their moms. You know what I'm saying? And they've been wearing some sneakers they've been wearing since like 2 years ago with holes in them. But they got a 4-year degree. But then this dude over here been working in sanitation out of high school. He got a house,
He's in
3
high
cars,
school.
happily married. And man is making over 70 grand a year. So
Facts.
But it
who's the
ain't
Facts.
fool?
sexy. It ain't sexy. It ain't
Okay.
sexy. That's what
Hey,
it is.
hey,
Hey,
what's dirty
Sexy
hands,
don't pay the
clean money.
bills, man.
Dirty
Y'all
hands,
got to
clean
think.
money.
Y'all got to think. Last year
hey,
on
I'm gonna tell
social
you.
media, they shitted on people being a bus driver. Walk out and say, don't y'all know bus
Facts.
drivers make everybody $80,000 to $90,000 a year, and y'all shitting on that?
Well,
And that's
because you got to think about it. That's coming from a group of women that's all chasing the same dude. Okay,
Right.
you not listen. If you gonna think about this, if you looking for a dude that's making well over $250,000 a year, what makes you think he's gonna pick you? Okay,
hey, that's like
you know what I'm saying?
looking for a unicorn.
Unrealistic expectations, baby.
First of all, men don't even reach their financial peak until they mid-40s. Okay? And then on top of that, if I'm 46, 47 years old and I'm making well over $300,000 a year, what makes you think I'm gonna lay down with a woman my age? I'm gonna give me something younger and fertile. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Exactly.
I mean,
They
and,
don't
and
know.
cooperative. Okay,
And
not
they got to spend
argumentative,
that money
agreeable.
anyway. I might as well spend it on newer model, just like buying a car.
Right.
That
Listen,
is new
Unless
and
you bad,
fresher.
unless you don't want no kids, then yeah, I'm gonna get you a bad cougar.
right.
But a
I'm just
lot of
saying.
times you got to deal with emotional anguish from the past dudes.
Thank you.
All
And that's
men
why
are bad. Men ain't shit. I said, well, you need to. I told a chick, you need to pick a different fish bowl to catch in.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, I ain't. I said, no. What kind of dudes you go after? The dude, the
And
nigga
then,
you had in the friend zone was the one for you, but nah, you chasing Jerome.
well, that's the problem. They will step over 5 good
Real
dudes to
talk.
get to one of that
Jerome
shit.
already got 20 kids. I know a couple dudes that got 20, 25 kids, and they get all the half decent chick after them. And I'm just like, damn, is the dingaling that big? No homo. But I'm just like,
Uh,
why is you and you fighting over the same dude?
right. And that's what it
What
They
is.
you
they
doing it?
love
He's like,
competition,
no,
bro.
I
They love
ain't like that. I
competition,
ain't
bro.
like. I said,
Hey,
what
like they
other
They
things
say,
like
put a spell
competition,
on
but
man.
you?
like they say, another man's trash is another person's treasure. So that's what it
I,
is. That's what
I'm
it is.
just saying.
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
ain't
gonna
not a
as a
Bengal tiger ain't gonna change his stripes, my dude.
right. I'm
No
just
True.
saying. You're right.
Hey,
And
yo,
I'm
you
just
be
saying.
You
surprised.
know what I'm
Hey, yo,
saying?
hey, Fresh, you be surprised who like to shop at the thrift store, man.
I like to shop at the thrift store, but where that mean? Hey, but guess what? That same shit I go to the thrift store with. I'm at the club at
yeah,
something.
yeah,
That shit look like that shit comes from the fashion district.
yeah.
Sometimes they
Nah,
keep it
them old
clean,
people
right?
be
They
having the
don't know how to
blazers up
use
in
what they
there.
get. They don't
But you know
appreciate
what?
what they get.
I'm gonna tell
That's
you
a
some
but
real.
that's a woman nature. Their nature is they're the biggest competitors on the planet.
Oh
Women.
yeah. Yeah.
Because when they look at a man, if they see a good man, even if they married or got a girlfriend, they don't like, I'm gonna find me a man like him. Nah, they're gonna try to get your man. Cause they size you up, think they can outdo
They
you.
gonna be mad at me. I got my passport now. I'm lit, man. I got my passport, boy.
I'm just saying, man, you got to think about it. Let's just say if you're a 50-year-old black.
I'm planning a trip to Deion in June, yo.
Hey, but that's the thing. And then they get mad at that because brothers going overseas getting them something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like that old song, American Woman, Stay Away From Me.
Yep.
I mean,
Real talk.
Dang, I never thought about that.
And it only get worse, yo. It only get worse.
But here's the thing with that Passport Bros.
The older you get, the more worse it get.
Here's the thing about Passport Bros. Eddie Murphy been called that when he made Raw.
Raw.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he went to Africa to get the African woman.
A foo-foo?
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy been called that. That was like 40 years ago.
That's almost 40 years ago.
Yeah. So my thing is this.
I still got it on CD.
Right. My thing is this. If you're a 50-year-old black man, you done went through all these obstacles and went through all these barriers to get where you gotta get. What makes you think I'm supposed to get you and another dude's 4 kids at the finish line for all my hard work, determination, and will to get what I get?
Whoa, hold up. Russ did it. Russell Wilson did it.
But that's Sierra though. That's Sierra though.
Stature in life though.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't have a whole starting lineup.
Listen though, bro. It's always gonna be 2 different types of niggas. It's always gonna be a Future nigga, and it's always gonna be a Russell Wilson nigga.
Right. Yeah. Russell was just a fool, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, he ain't. But listen, they out here mingling right along with us.
Y'all don't look at it like this, yo. Shorty got money. Russell didn't date down. She had
right.
I mean, I ain't pocket watching Tavon, but what residuals does Sierra collect?
This is true too. All right.
Did he really date down? Sierra?
Yeah, he did.
He did, bro. He
dated down.
He did, bro.
He could have done.
He did it all the way down.
And here's the thing. You know why?
Russ is supposed to go for the white girl.
Just look how
he just left the white girl.
Hey,
he left the white girl.
Just look how she's disrespecting him. Just look how she's disrespecting him. Look how she's disrespecting him. She's publicly humiliating this dude. She has no respect for him.
Yeah, and why Future keep coming at it saying like he still smash on it? What the hell's going on?
He probably
is.
Hey, Future done hard the fact that he.
What the hell, man?
Hey, but hear me out though. You gotta look at the fact. So it is where it is with that.
Man, listen, fellas, you know some fellas out there is really sleeping with the enemy right now. You know what I'm saying? Women out here that will wake up to you. They got to understand. Corey Holcomb said it best.
That's the homie, yeah.
Women in America are wired to rob you. Okay? You could be sleeping with the enemy, man. Somebody who has no respect for you. Somebody that don't even like you. She is there to work you. Okay? That's what Sierra's doing to Russell. You think about it, he's a godly man, Christian man. You know what I'm saying? Letting his woman go out there almost butt-ass naked and then making records about being an independent woman.
Right.
I ain't got no response for that because I wouldn't have it under my watch.
You know what the thing? You know why? You know why it is though, right? You know why that is, right? Because men, we play the short game. Women play the long game.
I mean, I look at it
like you know what I'm saying? We right there. We for the right now. They for the what if.
But here's my thing.
That's a big difference, bro. Big game changer. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. I think that's kind of false because niggas, as men, I don't think we play the wrong cards. We play our cards wrong. It ain't short. We just play our cards wrong as fuck.
We just, like I said, he invested in something that doesn't even, it's not gonna get nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. What is she doing for him? What can she do for him? What is she providing for him? Everybody.
Hey yo, your baby dad starts sending diss tracks to me. We gotta get a divorce. I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah,
We
right.
gotta get a divorce. Yo. What the fuck, yo?
But he don't know any different because he not from that culture. He from Richard, Virginia, yo. He come from a blended family.
And I'm just
Like
saying.
a
Come on
interracial
with the shit,
family,
bro.
yo.
I
Come on,
respect it
Fresh.
for the daddy
Listen, you can
duties
be
and all
from
that, but
anywhere,
man,
right? But you know what bitching mean.
Forget
Right.
about.
No,
Understand.
but listen,
From any culture, from any city,
I
any
agree, I
district.
100% agree with you. But at the same time, he was always a lame. Now, because you're an athlete don't mean that make you cool or a
They
lame.
don't. You're right.
That's a fact.
Absolutely right.
That's a fact
Absolutely.
too.
He's a lame. He's a lame dude. He's just athletic.
And she's seen that. And she's a.
And she seen that.
And she prayed on him.
Come on, man. He came out of college with a white girl.
And she.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you like who you like.
But see, here's
But
my
come
thing.
on, he was dating Keisha when he came out of college.
Here's my thing. If I'm Russell's teammate, I'm talking to Russell on the. See, I used to get
yeah. Oh right, man. Yeah, somebody got to tell
I
him.
would go to Russell. I would sit beside him and I said, "Bruh, really?" I
Percy
said,
Hall
"Listen,
been trying to tell him.
I'm just saying."
Yeah.
Future, I would tell Russell, Future is one thing, bruh, but your wife got bodied by Bow Wow.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bow Wow.
Hey, 50 Cent
Lil
too.
Bow Wow.
50 Cent too.
You
And
can let 50 ride because the women love.
I ain't shooting no barrel, but look at the industry she in, y'all. They all dudes with money and influence. So can we really knock that shit?
Hey, listen, man.
I'm not.
Real shit.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, when I seen Janet at the Super Bowl and I seen Jermaine Dupri, I said, what do she see in a dude whose teeth is separated by a mile, cross-eyed, and short?
Money and
Forget
influence.
the money for a second. His teeth is separated by, huh?
Influence.
It's influence, y'all. Listen, it's definitely influence because she got more money than that nigga.
Yo, you gotta look
see,
at it like this.
By a country mile, son.
By
Yeah.
country mile, dude.
Yeah. By a country mile, yeah. By a country mile.
Look at the chick Nunu. I look at the chick Nunu differently from sleeping with a dude like Wayne. This boy got tattoos all over his face. So you mean to tell me I don't stand a chance with you? Because his money and influence.
Tavon, Bow Wow. Bow Wow.
Hey, you're a child star.
No. Bow Wow. Forget Future, forget 50, because listen, the women love Future and 50. They got it. But Bow Wow, you can't get more cornier than Bow Wow.
We don't know his hand.
Bow Wow.
So funny as shit.
Y'all forget.
You mean
Y'all forget.
I respect you.
I gotta wake up to you every day and you done slept with a little nigga named Lil Bow Wow. Bow Wow.
I ain't gonna lie, Shorty was hot at one point in time, though. He was hot.
Had a nice little roster, though.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
no wave.
listen,
He had a nice little wave, yo.
Mike no more.
And you know how that child stardom hit a little different, yo.
Real talk,
Yeah.
I just thought about it. Yo, Bow Wow is all earned Dirk. Coleman, you know, off of different strokes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Man, listen, you watch that Snoop Gin and Juice video, you got that little dude jumping on the bed. That dude hit your wife.
Yeah,
right.
Look at that.
Yeah,
look at that Gin and Juice video. Bow Wow jumping on the bed.
Russell's a strong cat, man.
Hey, y'all, I got to wrap this up because y'all going to get me beat up. Hey, Tynes, give me the confession, yo. Give me a confession, baby. We're going to go around in circle.
Who, me?
Yeah, we got to wrap this up.
Man, my confession is this NFL season is wide open. It's the most wide open it's ever been.
Yeah, it's no favorites,
It's like,
baby.
I don't know who gonna win this shit. I don't know who gonna win.
Hey, Al, what's your confession, baby?
My confession is I feel like our coaching got to get better, yo. Our coaching got to get better this season, man. Or we going to be going right back to what we've been trying to get the hell away from. You know what I'm saying? Another abusive relationship.
Hey, D, what's your confession, babe?
Man, it's tough, but I gotta put the pressure on Lamar this season, man. Everything boils down to him this season, man. He got full control of the offense. I'm gonna need to see more of him, man. I'm gonna need to see more efficiency, man.
Fresh, what's your confession, babe?
Detroit gonna win the AFC and NFC North.
Oh, you ain't got nothing?
I can rock with that.
You ain't got nothing? Oh,
That's it. I don't want to talk about the more
I
Ravens
just
today
want
as
to say,
far as
man,
that.
I love the excitement, man. Real talk. Hey, y'all make the game, man. For real. Like, I wouldn't be able to do what I did if it wasn't for y'all, man. Y'all drive this game. I can hear the passion. I can see the passion. Man, fuck this, the money, the contracts, the field, the fans. Y'all make this game, man. For real talk, man. Y'all make it, man. If it wasn't y'all, it wouldn't be us. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I love y'all for that, man.
Man, y'all put your bodies on the
Right,
line
now.
every game,
Respect,
man.
Y'all
baby.
put it on
Respect.
the line.
It's both ways, man. We give it to
Right.
we give it to y'all because y'all deserve it, man. Y'all pay y'all hard-earned money, man, for that, man. So we got to give it to y'all, man.
hey, my
Hey,
confession.
hey, Tavon, about to say, what's your confession, Tay?
My confession is that y'all just don't know, man. Y'all, man, this is dope, man. We got black men from everywhere talking, man. Ain't nobody squabbling and fighting. You feel me? You know,
Right.
That's a myth.
that's where it was
Real
supposed.
talk.
This is basically the Facebook page, but it's live and direct, yo. That's all.
Right.
Can I ask
It's
one question, Tavon?
What's up?
Can you please bring back Thick Thursdays, dude?
They're gonna take the page down, yo.
Bring back Thick Thursdays, man.
They're gonna take the page down, yo. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, Tay, you was on one for a minute. You was on one for a minute, baby. You was on one for a minute.
Hey, y'all can always go on the search engine and type in Thick Thursday, yo. Y'all missed it. Y'all
He's
might go on
definitely
page,
on.
yo. I used to get all the club pics, yo. Man, them days you can't do that on Facebook no more, man. Them days gone. Man.
That was back in Tavon player days. Them was some broad.
Hey, yo, I'm working on something. Yo, I'm working on the app, yo. We just go crazy on the app, yo.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
Yes,
fellas,
sir.
y'all made my day, yo. You know, Pastor Hazel got to give y'all the sermon. You feel me?
Yes,
Appreciate
sir,
y'all,
man. Y'all
fellas.
boys be
You
safe,
already know.
man. Yeah, y'all
All
boys
right,
be safe,
y'all.
man.
Be
All right,
safe,
y'all.
y'all.
Believe it.
All right,
That's
y'all.
all fact, no cap.
No
Thank y'all.